Good morning, sir. I'm Maris from Finance Day section, and I'm here presenting with an how to calculate the return calculations of in Nifty 50 and HDFC Bank. I'm selecting with I'm going with an HDFC annual return, day by day return, and the annual return, beta, risk, and slope, how in beta in slope and regression, and systematic risk and unsystematic risk. So here I'm sharing my screen and going to Chrome. Here I'm selecting market data. Under market data, equity. Under equity, you have to go for historical data. Under historical data, here we can see the historical index data. Click, and we should more specific with our data which we are going to select, like index data, sub index type, and index. And here I'm going with an equity, and here broad market, and here with Nifty 50 I'm selecting. And here you can select the data day from day which day you want, and I'm selecting the from 24 November 1 to 25 October 31st, and submit. And now you can see the data which I selected, and I'm downloading over here, which I already downloaded. And here is the data. And see, their data is enclosed with dates and opening, high and low, and closing. These are the price of the stock on the day by day, and it's the opening price, high price of the day, and low price and closing price of the day. So I am selecting this date and changing it to changing it into a new oldest to new data. So I'm adding filter. Click on that filter. So here you can see the oldest to new. See, so it's not only the date has changed, along with that, all the other opening, high and low, and closing price also change according to the date wise. Now I'm selecting in this data and copy and adding into a new Excel sheet and paste. Going back to this and selecting this closing. We need this one closing alone, no need of other opening at all. And copy, going back to the Excel and paste out of it. This is for Nifty 50. And I'm going to download the for HDFC. This, go home. Over here, you can search whichever company you would like to see. I'm selecting HDFC. Under HDFC, these many equities are there. I'm going for Bank Limited, and these are the data of equities and HDFC. I'm going with we need only historical data, so click on that. Here we can download the historical dates of HDFC, not only HDFC. These were same as like this only for every other stocks also. It will show the same. Like in historic data, here you can see that these are like one day, historical data, 1 week historical data, and 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. Here we need a 1 year data. So and see automatically the calendar has changed to a 1 year, 1 year. So I need from November 1 to October 31st of 2025. I'm adding filter is so that it will change it refresh the data. And now you can see from 31st it started and I'm downloading. Here you can see the data of an HDFC Bank. Again, they will give they given a open, high, low, and previous, close, and 24, 22 weeks, 52 weeks so high, 52 weeks low. These are the data which we can see. And again, I'm taking this, selecting this data and adding filter with an oldest to new so that it will change to only this has changed to this according to the date. Again, we need only closing data of HDFC, so I'm selecting that HDFC closing dates price and going back to the tab. I'm adding the closing price of HDFC over here and I'm changing the cell name as HDFC. Now I'm here, I'm going to calculate the HDFC and Nifty 50s and day by day the return percentage. For the return percentage, the formula is current price minus previous day's price divided by previous day's price. So for as it is in formula, previous day is not there for November 1st. We have only from November. So there is no previous year we have. So I'm going moving to second day. So before that, we need to add the bracket. If we didn't add the bracket, the calculation will go wrong. So current day price minus previous day close bracket divided by previous day's price. Yeah. So we have calculated. I'm changing into percentage and I am adding 2 decimal points. Now you can see the dot like box which is in the corner of the cell. So clicking over there so that it will apply the formula for all the other cells which there is the value. See, it has applied the formula for all the other cells up to which the value has. See, up to this only it applies the formula because it has one up to this only we have values. So it will apply the formula up to last. Here we are going to add an HDFC. Calculate same way we are moving to second. Adding bracket current day price minus previous day price closing bracket divided by previous days and enter. Select and change it to percentage and adding 2 decimals and clicking on the dot so that it will apply the formula for all the other cells which we need. Okay, and here I'm going to calculate the annual return for both Nifty, Nifty 50 and HDFC. So we already calculated for day by day, each day, and we calculated. So nothing there to we are going to do the same by adding all the days return. So sum is here to add the data. So select on that Nifty 50, shift control down arrow so that it will select the all these cells. Shift control down arrow. Now close bracket and enter. Now value is calculated. Now for HDFC, for HDFC equal to sum. Select on the sum and HDFC shift control and close bracket and enter. We have another method to calculate annual method. Equal to average of select and select the Nifty value and close bracket multiply with 247. Why 247 means we have 247 days. Actually, we have 248 days. See, 249. One is title for this date Nifty 50 HDFC we named. So those names have taken the first cell. So -1. We have 248 days and we haven't calculated for we cannot calculate for the first day. So again -1. So it have 247 days. Now enter. The values have changed again, and now we're going to change this in percentage and adding two decimals. See, the values are same. So likewise, we're going to add average and click on that and selecting and the values came. Now multiply with 247 and enter. Now this value is same. Now we are going to calculate the risk. Equal to charger equal to variance of Nifty 50. And close bracket and enter. Same way we're going to calculate for HDFC. Equal to variance of, so we need to select over here and select the HDFC values. Shift control down arrow, close bracket and enter. So we have completed this risk value and moving to the beta value. Beta. Beta for calculating beta equal to covariance and select the Nifty 50 value first. Shift control arrow so that it will select all the values of Nifty 50 and comma so that we can add the other values on like which is HDFC value. Select shift control and down arrow so we will select and close bracket divided by variance. See, select the variance Again, you need to select the HDFC value and enter. Now the value is calculated. Mm. Now there are other ways to calculate beta, like using slope formula. Slope formula is equal to slope. You can select this slope, double tap on it, and select the Nifty 50 value, come, comma, and you need to select the HDFC value and close bracket and enter. Now Nifty 50 value is calculated. See, the value is same. Now the other value of calculating beta is through regression. For regression, we need to go for this data and add data analysis, which is in the last of this, and search for regression and give OK. For this wide range, we need to select the Nifty 50 value. From here, we need to add that blank cell also. Shift control down arrow so that it will select the. Now, for the X value, we need to select HDFC and add label, confidential level, and a residual and standardized residual, and it will show the answer in the next step. See, here it enclosed the answers and all. So selecting that, and for this we need to in that data analysis which we did now, we should output range we have to select, which we haven't selected. See, so that it didn't show. So we need to, again we can do like this. We selected the X value as a Nifty 50 value, and for the X range we select the HDFC, and the label we need to enable, and the confidence level also we need to enable, and new worksheet so that it will show the answers in another separate sheet, and residual value, standard is residual. For this, I'm going to select this cell. So, okay, that is not all. See, this is the value of beta. Here I'm right. Beta value, which is calculated through regression, equal to select this. You need to change percentage. And one more thing, systematic risk is for systematic risk. systematic risk is equal to we need to select one any of these beta value and square that and multiply with variance of both Nifty 50 value and HDFC value, comma, and HDFC value, and close bracket and end. So that you can see that it's systematic risk. This is the systematic risk. And we need to calculate unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk is for unsystematic risk, the formula is risk minus systematic risk. We need to select this and minus this. So the answer is okay. That's all the calculations of return calculations of Nifty and HDFC. First, we see the date day by day wise. We calculate the day wise. For that, formula is current price minus the previous day price divided by previous day. And we applied this formula by clicking on this dot so that it will apply the value same formula in the cell, other cells, which is in the same column. And after we calculate the annual return, in that annual return, we have two methods. That is sum of all the returns we calculated, and another one is equal to average of the returns in multiply with number of days we have, and risk for risk calculating equal to variance of in Nifty 50 in return value, and for beta the covariance of Nifty 50 and HDFC return value that we calculated divided by variance of Nifty HDFC's return value, and we calculated through slope. That is the formula for slope is slope. You can see over here the formulas which we added. Slope of HDFC D3 is Nifty 50 values, and E3 is HDFC values. And for HDFC, in regression method, we need to go for data and add. See here you can see the data. Click on data analysis. See likewise we selected the cells, and answer will be here in this intercepts. Like the down one is the answer for the beta, which is here. Which is the answer for this beta. And after that, we calculate the systematic risk. For the systematic risk, the formula is uh, beta square in multiply with variance of in 50, D3 is Nifty 50 values and E3 is HDFC values. That is the formula for risk is systematic risk, and unsystematic risk minus unsystematic. So select this. See, J3 is risk value and P4 is systematic risk. Risk minus systematic risk. And thank you. This is the calculations for the returns for calculating the return value of Nifty 50 and HDFC. And thank you.